Oh, that hair. The hair I had in 2020. Hmm. When everything seemed relevant. Now we truly don't know what is relevant and what is not. So many ways I myself feel like a target, and in doing so, I become my own target. And I'm laughing because my father, when I was young, used to grab my hand and do this and just hit me because I looked like a version of him. I go, if you stop, actually, don't even hold my hand. If you want to hit me, just hit me. My father was just trying to remind me to lighten up. Easy to lighten up. Actually, lightening up is all I can do. A lot. I'm carrying a lot for carrying a lot. Yeah, that one's done. Oh, right in the chest. Wow. Um, come to terms with the lease situation that I'm facing right now. I have till November 3rd to move out. I had been scammed by someone, which has caused me to close my bank account and reopen one. I've started a GoFundMe that, like anything, has to be tended to. Um, I've not shaved today, which you can't really tell on the video, but I haven't shaved in like 3 or 4 days. But it's from deep down inside. I know who I am. So excuse me while I look into my eyes on this little sweet little video and say, stop being so tough on yourself, Tiffany. Everything that I do has now been legally documented, and I've not made the news in any bad ways. Seriously bad ways anyway. My actions are impulsive, and I'm very embarrassed by the way I behaved. Um, and I'm just mentally processing so much right now. I basically copy pasted my 7-year old and my 18-year old behaviors in so many ways. And in doing what I was doing, I was building a protective barrier for myself, for my soul, as you would, or as it were. It's October 1st, 2026. I've been copying and pasting my whole day after day after day, doing the same thing, or going through the motions, as they call it. Spinning my wheels, stuck in the and the picture behind me always reminds me of Robert Frost, the road less taken. My shirt, take the long way home. Slow down and enjoy life every now and then. And if nothing else is valuable for you, assures others that just taking a moment to check in with myself makes it easier for me to be able to check in with others. As part of my GoFundMe, this will go on my GoFundMe update. Uh, just looking at my GoFundMe now. That's my GoFundMe. If anybody would like, I really appreciate it. Anyone would just log into GoFundMe if you guys have GoFundMe and just share share what you can with me. I would appreciate it. I'm probably gonna end up having to move back in with my parents. At this point, I don't feel comfortable being around other people. I don't even feel comfortable even chatting with the people I chat with online sometimes right now. In so many ways, I feel like everyone's picking through people's lives and trying to grab what they can before they miss the opportunity to grab something. It's not, you know, polite to call it pickpocketing, but I just did. Very concerned with the I'm very concerned with the political stance of taking military action on with within and on the cities and places within our country. It's it's like a kamikaze effort by our president. And I've said this to some people. What we truly need is a not so much an age, as much as we have an age requirement to run for public office, we need to have a cap to keep to be able to keep the foundation of our country strong and sustainable, to be able to empower other people to talk about they're just not comfortable talking about, or listening to things they're just not comfortable listening to, which is what we've been doing since COVID happened. We've been stuck in a we've been stuck in someone else's wormhole for a long time, or in someone else's can of worms, as it were. Um, and while we are told to use our freedom of speech, yeah, that is my own personal wormhole right there. I thought I was using my freedom of speech and standing up for myself when I was 7 years old. So I do tend to slow down and choose my words a little more cautiously. When I'm writing, it's totally different than when I'm speaking. And I know from experience, there's no going back sometimes. The choices I made to be myself are my choices mentally, spiritually, physically, for better or for worse. If anyone's seen me on Facebook, you've seen this before. This is not very, this actually is just true Tiffany. Against my own personal boundary of expressing too many things publicly. I think all of us could really, my word, actually, rather than worry about, we could all just take a step back and just slow down with what we express publicly. Choosing our audience and sharing with those people that empower not only myself, but empower them to do something in a more positive manner. I don't know why I just didn't feel right with manner as a word, I guess. And I let myself down. I let myself down for being as difficult as I am on myself. and failing, yeah, failing to allow my vulnerability to be seen by others. This is my vulnerability. While no one is currently watching, I'm not wasting my time. I want to shave all my hair off, which I've done before, but I won't. Oh, it's been 5 days since my estrogen shot. So I don't, I was telling my mother the other day that when I have my shot, my estrogen goes up to about 800. That's just what people who transition have to yeah, not have to choose to do. Um, After removing testosterone out of my system, I then had to get assimilated to having the amount of estrogen that was in my body to allow me to feel like myself. Don't- That was not appropriate. I'm sorry for that. And it's the inside of what this body is that I've been working on the most. Um, as it were, it took me 30 years to finally choose to seek the support and medical guidance to do this. Um, And I know that if I quit on myself, I quit on others. I did some food prepping today. I made some pasta, some fried potatoes that are in the fridge for uh, easy meals, easy. uh, Well, that way the kitchen only gets dirty once or twice a week and not, for the stove as it were. I made some slider patties, so I can just heat them up and have slider burgers. I have fried potatoes, so I'll be able to make some breakfast with that. Some scrambled eggs to start the day. Um, and the one thing always reminding me, I've been waiting so long for a miracle to happen, for getting that. And having a child, the miracle's already occurred. And that's a miracle of life. And that's the miracle of resiliency. And that's a beauty of not giving up. And I'm going to end this now and probably delete it.